Here we go. It's another great day at the 2014 MDRT annual meeting. Members are excited and there's an awesome energy in the air everywhere you go. I'm Danielle Bellini. MDRT News starts now. A change in leadership at MDRT during today's main platform.
I accept your nomination with humility and with deep respect to those who have gone before me. I just cannot tell you how thrilled and honoured I am to be chosen to guide and lead this wonderful association forward as your pilot, the 89th President of MDRT.
What an incredible main platform. Thousands of attendees are leaving today's event with a new level of motivation and excitement about their work. Take a look at why.
I brought 4 what I believe are big business ideas that could have a dramatic positive impact on your firm and on your clients.
And those 4 ideas make up Spence's formula for business success. The first part of that formula is talent. Spence says it's all about the quality of people that you can get at your firm, how you grow them and retain them. It's also about building your own talents.
We sell expertise, we sell knowledge, we sell advice, and because of that, it demands that each of you and myself spend our lives dedicated to honing our craft.
Spence believes that talent plus culture plus extreme client focus multiplied by disciplined execution equals the formula for business success. A comedian gave the crowd a few laughs in between some of the heavy-hitting content. Ron Lucas even pulled a member of the crowd on stage to practice ventriloquism and joked about interactions with potential clients.
They gave me a whole list of things that prospective clients never say. Oh yeah, bring on the paperwork, where do I sign? Try that.
Bring on the paperwork, where do I sign?
Oh man, you're killer, that's wonderful. Here's the check.
Here's a check.
And I trust you, Ross, I could never say no to you.
I trust you, Ross, I can never say no to you.
Oh, this guy's terrific, ladies and gentlemen, he's terrific. Great. Hang on. I have a reward for
you. Michael Walsh talked about how MDRT members can understand the advisor of the future. He pondered questions and asked MDRT members to think about how the answers apply to their practice.
You don't just have a technology issue here, you've got a mindset issue. I mean, think about it. How are you going to sell life insurance to a generation whose philosophy is YOLO, you only live once? Are you going to somehow convince them that they actually should be putting hashtags YMGS, you might get sick? Or you might die eventually? And you realize that it's actually the mindset that we're grappling with.
Walsh led advisors to embrace both technology and the mindset of up-and-coming generations. The reaction to this year's annual meeting has been overwhelming. Hear what some of your colleagues are getting out of the event.
I learned MDRT spirit, the balance of life, and enjoy the job very much. And I just see all of the MDRT is energetic, happy, and the life is a lot of the proactive and the attitude. Yeah, I love the attitude.
MDRT gives you a world perspective on the industry that you're in. That sense of belonging. As I said to you, new, fresh ideas that are practical, that you can use every day. I mean, like, it's the Bible. MDRT really is, for me, one of those organizations that really become involved, and it's about sharing, it's about getting the people better.
The education program here is unparalleled. Legends in our profession are teaching focus sessions, and fascinating topics are tackled in special sessions each day.
I'm so glad that you're here this morning, because I'm going to teach you things you can apply today.
This special session speaker wowed attendees with a brain-based approach to optimal performance. Attendees heard about 3 parts of the brain: the lizard or reptilian brain that controls your involuntary actions, the monkey brain, which is your emotional center, and the human brain, where logic and rationale are located. Understanding the brain helps you manage your energy and therefore your stress.
If we're not strategically managing our energy throughout the day and we get into a deprived state where the brain perceives that there's not enough energy for me to meet the demands, we trigger the monkey brain and we make irrational decisions. And we start focusing on survival.
Survival mode leads to bad choices. So to manage your energy, Dr. Heidi Hanna says use a strategy called oscillation, building in low stress points in your day so you're not always in overdrive, and avoid multitasking if you can help it. An interactive session with a legend in the profession. This focus session centered on tips and takeaways from Tony Gordon. Gordon's career spans more than 40 years. He built one of the UK's most successful and profitable financial services firms. The international crowd submitted questions to Gordon by email and text message. They were all eager to hear the secret to his success.
Work with discipline and set goals. If we set goals, if we know what it is we want to achieve, and then we pursue those with discipline, we have to calculate, if that's what I want to achieve, what do I need to do? What action has to be taken in order to achieve the results I want? So we want to know the end, what I want, what do I have to do to get there, and then do it every day. Without the discipline, it's just wishful thinking.
Many focus sessions have a global focus. Interpreters are translating the content live so no one is left out, and members are enjoying the international flair. What makes the great ones great? It's a question we often think about. In today's special session, Don Yeager shared what he identifies as the 16 consistent characteristics of greatness. He's experienced these characteristics while meeting super achievers in the sports world. The crowd was enamored with Yeager as he told stories from his life and the extraordinary people he's met. He encouraged the crowd to leave MDRT with a better circle to better yourself and lead an extraordinary life.
So I had the opportunity to work with John Wooden, the greatest basketball coach of all time, and one of his lessons to me was that if you want to know what your opportunity for success is, look at the people you have around you. You'll never outperform your inner circle. And if you want to leave any event with a better opportunity to be successful, leave with a better circle than when you got here. And that would have been his message were he here. Coach Wooden passed away a couple of years ago, but if he were here, he would have told you, your members, leave here with a better circle than when you got here.
It is a time of change, and you have the power to adapt and grow even during uncertainty. He is committed to sharing the tools necessary to prosper and progress in an ever-changing world, and says financial professionals should focus on the facts when the situation is uncertain. Don't waste time on what-if scenarios. He also says it's okay not to have all of the answers, and that perfection should not be the goal. Inspired by a speaker you've seen here at MDRT, stop by the MDRT store, grab a book or even a DVD. Don't forget to stop by the Speaker's Corner and you can get it autographed. Thank you, Darren Ulmer. We're back at the Connection Zone and want to point out something attendees are really enjoying. If you haven't been, stop by Great Conversations. The setting is intimate, the conversation is engaging, and you'll leave with new ideas. Exhibitors are also here in the Connection Zone and looking forward to meeting attendees. Here's a look at the exhibitors represented this year. This is another very popular spot in the Connection Zone. If you love Domain Platform Speaker and want to hear more, you can. Here's Ed Highland in the Big Idea Theater.
Danny, the Big Idea Theater is a chance to sit down and get up close and personal with some of the many dynamic speakers here at MDRT. I had a chance to speak with both Drew Dudley and Terry Shodine about being a leader and also speaking like one.
The biggest impact we will have on the world, the biggest legacy we will leave behind, will almost always be as the result of the unplanned consequences of our everyday actions. And so if we can create a culture in our lives where we behave in a way that is generally going to cause the unplanned consequences of our actions to be positive, I think that is the fundamental definition of leadership. I do.
It's true, everybody sells something, whether it's a product, a service, a philosophy, an idea, most importantly when you're selling yourself. But beyond that, I truly believe that you can craft a more logical, persuasive, elegant, and classy presentation without being hard sell. And I feel like debate strategy in a selling environment gives you that permission, if you will, to be persuasive rather than just informative.
And we have more interviews for you coming up in the next edition of MDRT News. Danny?
The days are jam-packed and attendees are taking advantage of every moment here at MDRT. With the city of Toronto as the backdrop, it's been a week to remember.